Multiple conditions with logical operators, AND OR. When building flows in Power Automate, there are often situations where you need to evaluate multiple conditions at the same time. For instance, a decision could depend on whether multiple conditions are all true or if at least one of them is true. This is where logical operators like AND and OR come into play. These operators allow you to combine multiple conditions into a single decision block, giving your flow more flexibility and precision. AND. This operator requires that all conditions must be true for the action to execute. For example, imagine a flow that sends an email only if both conditions are met. 1. The person's subscription is active. And 2. Their account balance is positive. If either of these conditions is false, the email will not be sent. Or, this operator requires that at least one condition must be true for the action to execute. For example, suppose you want to trigger an alert if either 1. The inventory level is too low, or 2. The product is out of stock. As long as one of these conditions is true, the alert will be triggered. Understanding logical operators in Power Automate. Logical operators are tools that help you manage complex conditions. They combine multiple conditions to create one decision point within your flow. The AND operator is strict and requires all conditions to be true, while the OR operator is more flexible and allows actions to proceed if even one condition is met, and is used when you need all conditions to be satisfied before proceeding. OR is used when you need at least one condition to be satisfied. Using these operators can simplify your logic, reduce the number of separate condition blocks, and streamline flow creation. It is crucial to choose the right operator based on the desired outcomes in your workflow. Using AND/OR to handle multiple conditions. In Power Automate, AND and OR conditions are applied by combining multiple logical tests inside a condition block. These tests are evaluated simultaneously. AND example: if you want to approve a purchase request only if the requester is a manager and the total amount is under $5,000, both conditions must be true to approve the request. Or example: if a leave request needs to be sent for approval. If an employee is in either the HR department or the finance department, the approval process will start if one of these conditions is met. The key difference lies in the outcome. AND requires both conditions to pass, while OR is satisfied when one or more conditions pass. Practical examples: combining multiple conditions. Let's explore two practical examples where we combine conditions using AND and OR. Scenario 1. Approving expenses. AND example: in a company, an expense report is approved only if the employee has been with the company for over a year. The total expense is less than $3,000. In this case, both conditions must be true for the approval to proceed. This would be an example of using the AND operator, as both conditions are required. Scenario 2. Sending notifications. Or example: imagine you have a system that needs to send notifications if the user is inactive for more than 30 days. The user's subscription is about to expire in 7 days. Either of these conditions being true will trigger the notification, making this an example of the OR operator. The action is triggered if at least one of the conditions is satisfied. Using these examples, you can clearly see how AND and OR help manage complex logic effectively within your flows.